The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror, ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-rhymed them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday. We took Monday off. You know, it's a holiday. It was Labor Day, long weekend. You know, your boy took the day off. Didn't stream. That could be why Seiko's giving me the negative 120%. You know, because boy took the day off, man. Look, man, it is what it is, man. We didn't stream on Monday. But we back today. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, y'all. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to look at these markets for about an hour. We're going to try to figure out where the hell we're going. We're going to try to figure out what the hell's going on out here in these markets. We're going to do what we do. And start out, by saying, appreciate all you guys. And we'll go ahead and get into this. And you guys know, I've been kind of pulling back a little bit on X. I had to pull a little bit back on some stuff that I was doing because just don't have time. You know what I mean? Time is of the essence, and I can't do it all. So, but it is what it is. Going through some stuff right now, but it is what it is. And we'll get back up and after it in a minute. And we'll be back, baby. We'll be back. It is what it is, man. Remember last week day. Oh, Ponzo. You was on this Ponzo, man. You on this Ponzo, man. Seiko, man, we love you, man. We love you, man. You that dog, Seiko. You that dog, man. We love you, man. But it is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week, short trading week this week on the stock exchange. Short trading week everywhere, man. Got a lot of exterior stuff going on out here that's affecting these markets. Ken, good morning. How are you, brother? How are you? In here messing with my man Seiko. Didn't stream this morning. Didn't stream Monday. So, I missed y'all, man. I really missed y'all. But, long weekends are long weekends, man. And we got to take advantage of them. Man. And like I said, pulling back a little bit just from X, just time. People have been asking, where am I at on X and why am I not really posting on X? I try to post on there, a little bit, but not all the time like I used to. Yeah, health, family, Seiko, you know what I mean? It's your boy hit a rough patch, man. And some stuff happened and some stuff went down. Realized that we kind of needed a little bit of a change, and needed to take care of some stuff. Me, myself, and my girl, and Pelosi. Yeah, needed to take care of some stuff and needed to make a little bit of a switch up. So, it is what it is. It's but we'll go ahead. We'll get into this. I want to say too, we lost another YouTuber. this past week. You know, Ken, thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. And it's just you know, it's a relationship thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into too much, but it's a relationship thing, and it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, you got what you got. It is what it is, and life moves on, and you treat people accordingly. And that's kind of how we do it, man. It's kind of how we do it. Uh, yeah, good. Get into that. We lost another YouTuber this past week, and family, man. Jeremy passed. I believe he was like 40, in his 40s, of a heart attack. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate circumstances. I knew Jeremy from behind the camera. I knew him from a personal standpoint. We've had some conversations. Behind the camera, on the phone. Jeremy was one of the people who really helped me out when I first got started on YouTube, and really gave me some good advice, really helped me out, became friends, talked. You talked about different projects, talked about different things. Um, and unfortunately, he passed as a heart attack, with a heart attack in his 40s. Solid dude, man. So, I don't know what's going on out here. I don't know what the deal is, but we lost Space Chick, then we lost Jeremy, almost back to back. Puts things in perspective of kind of where we're at and what we're doing here. But them were two good friends. Regardless of YouTube, regardless of anything, they were two friends. They were people that I talked to outside of YouTube, outside of Twitter, outside of projects. They were friends. They were solid people, and it's it's a shame. It really is, because they were both so young, and they were both so young. They both had a lot to give to this space. They both had a lot to give to their families and stuff like that. And you know, it's much respect. We got it. We got to start the stream out with paying respect to them guys, because they paid so much respect to this space, and did it the right way. And that's what's important. And I know that you guys see, different people on YouTube and on X, and sometimes, there's a fallout between people. Sometimes, things get heated, things like that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, um, we're a family. We're a family of content creators, and it is what it is, and it's very unfortunate. And they were solid people. More importantly, they were solid people, and they were young. That's the kicker, is they were young. So blessings to them and their families, and their kids. And let's go ahead. Let's get into this market. But we got to start. I just wanted to start out by paying some respects to these guys, man. But let's go ahead. Let's get into this market a little bit. Asia market, man. That thing closed blood red. European market, where Ken is over there across the pond, woke up a little bit early, and has suffered the same fate. They are blood red. And then over here in the United States, we're getting ready to trade. And guess what, guys? We are blood red. This is a big old market pullback, big market correction, in both the stock market, and we'll see a little bit of it in crypto. A lot of world events going on, guys. A lot of stuff going on. You got Israel and them guys over there. We don't know where that's headed. We don't know where that's going. We've got then you turn around and you're looking at the Russian-Ukraine war. That thing's starting to heat up a little bit. A lot of stuff going on right now that we got to pay attention to, that will affect these markets. You have the election here in the United States. regardless of what they say, they will affect these markets in a positive or negative way. Let's see. Let me fix this chat up just a little bit. Ken got me rolling. Ken got me rolling, man. Yo, Ken. Yo, it is what it is. Junior, good morning. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Junior. Hope you're doing well, Junior, man. Glad to be back at it. But yeah, the markets over here are blood red. Got a lot going on, guys. Got a lot going on. Just outside of the actual trading that affects the markets. The election will affect the markets. You look at NVIDIA, guys. Why do I talk about NVIDIA and why do I concentrate on NVIDIA so much? The tech sector over here in the stock market will affect the cryptocurrency market. If you want to know how crypto is going to trade for the day, for the most part, you can look at and see how the big tech companies are trading, and that'll let you kind of know how crypto is going to go. NVIDIA, even though it's beat its earnings a little on its call and everything else, it's pulled back. It's pulled back a little bit. So that's going to really affect what's going on. You got IBIT over here. BlackRock's ETF for Bitcoin sitting at 32.98. Outflows are coming, guys. You know, oh crap, what happened? There we go. Oh crap. Hold on, y'all. Something just happened. There we go. We back. So Mo, what's up, my brother? What's up, my brother? What's up, my brother? Yeah, I lost my chat for a minute, guys. It just kind of went blank. But you know, outflows are happening over here on IBIT, guys. Bitcoin outflows are starting to go down. You know, they're coming in, and they're coming in, you know, quite heavy. It really is unfortunate. BlackRock, you know, we talk about BlackRock selling, but BlackRock's really not selling. It's really just how this thing works is the inflows and outflows. Oh, wrong one. The inflows and outflows from this ETF will dictate what the market is, right? So, you know, people say all the time, you know, BlackRock's selling on us. They're doing this, they're doing that. BlackRock's really not selling on you. It's just you know, the nature of how things work, right? So, but yeah, the outflows are pretty rough when it comes to the ETFs right now. You know, a lot of people are running, but there's a lot of stuff that's going on right now externally that's making people run as well. You look at this market cap, right? And we talk about market cap all the time, right? The last time we streamed, we were sitting at $2.10 trillion. We dropped under $2 trillion in this market, guys. This market cap has absolutely just taken a crap dive. There is really truly money that is flowing out of this market at a rate that is just unbelievable. And it's a little crazy, to tell you the truth. It's how much money's flowing out of Bitcoin, how much money's flowing out of this market. I mean, you look up and down these charts, right? You look up and down these charts, and they're all going down. You know, they're all going down. Like not even a little bit. Like you look at this right here, this market cap chart right here. Market cap, let's just look at it over the past 7 days, right? It seems pretty flat just over the past 7 days. You look at it over the past month, you look at it, you can see it's red. It's definitely not in a good situation. It's not in a good spot. One thing I didn't think that we were going to talk about, you know, this September, October, November, is this market cap dropping below $2 trillion. We're looking at 1.98 trillion right now. That's a big pullback from where we were, and we got to acknowledge that, right? I'm not saying that we need to live in fear. We need to run for the hills, but we have to acknowledge what's going on, and not put roses and roses and flowers on it, and just say, this is the deal, and look at this Bitcoin fear and greed index, 34. It's in fear. Here's the beauty, though. Here's the beauty. This is when you want to buy. You want to buy when the market's in fear, right? This is when you want to start really looking at what you got and really looking at what you're trying to accumulate. Because right here, when you see this and you see this fear, and if you can hold, if you can buy, if you have enough expendable money, which is the problem right now, a lot of people don't have this money to be dumping in the market. That's the problem. That's half of the problem. When you see this at 34 and this fear, this is where you're going to get the best price on your crypto. This is when you're going to get the bang for your buck, right? But you have to be willing to, you have to, one, believe in crypto, and two, you have to believe that the market's going to turn. And I believe both of them. Your shit coins keep going up. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of money in meme coins right now. Quick plays, though. You got to be quick with it. You can't sit and hold these things. You can't sit and hold these things like they're long-term holds, right? You've got to be able to get in these newer launch meme coins or low cap meme coins and get out. And then if you see a run coming back, you can get back in. But do not, my opinion is, do not leave your money sitting in these low cap market caps and watch your money bleed away. Don't do it. It's going to be rough. Don't do it. Because ultimately with this market cap, and we're going to be honest, you know what I mean? You mess with me, you're going to get it straight. With this market cap sitting at 1.98 trillion, that means money's leaving the market, money's not coming in. So everything that you're investing in right now, really what's going on is people are just recycling money. So if you're parking money in some of these lower market cap plays, what's going to happen is people are just going to recycle out on you, and they're going to go to the next meta. They're going to recycle out. They're going to leave that, right? So, make sure you know that. Make sure you get the pump. Go ahead and drop your bag. If it goes again, get back in it if you want to, but don't be dumping all your profits in there either. And then get some more profits out of it. Do what you guys got to do. And never be ashamed of taking your profits out of some of these lower market cap tokens, because ultimately that's your money, and it's my money, and I want it now. And that's the mentality you got to have going in, because if you don't, you're gonna get wrecked. Yeah, that's good news. It's summer that John Deaton won his seat. That's good news, because it brings some more relevancy to crypto over there in the Senate. But ultimately, you know, people got to understand that that's one man, right? That's one man. So, you know, that's great news. And I think hopefully if they do the right thing, they'll put him on every single crypto committee they got. But we'll see. We'll see how they play that. Hit the like button. Oh yeah, Junior, I always forget that, man. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that share button too, guys. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. Make sure you guys do that either on YouTube or on X. You guys, we may start streaming to Facebook here pretty soon. So I just noticed. I just noticed I'm blue. I tried to tell you that a while ago, Junior. I tried to tell you that a while ago, brother, that you could post your links, you could do all that stuff in here now for any of the X spaces that you have or anything like that. Tried to tell you that like a couple weeks ago. You were blue, brother. You just weren't listening. So let's go ahead. Let's get right into this. Bitcoin 56,500. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A lot of liquidations happen. A lot of people lost money here. So a lot of people lost money here. A lot of people got liquidated right here and ended up losing some cash. Ethereum sitting at $2,390, guys. Whoo, boy, oh boy. I bet you guys didn't think you guys were going to see Ethereum under 2,500. You know, we talked about the possibility of this happening, right? But I bet you guys didn't think that we would actually see it. Well, right here, it's in front of your face. Don't be surprised if Bitcoin drops down to 54K, guys. If things don't start to turn around here pretty quick, Bitcoin could see 54K, which obviously is going to affect a lot of the market because a lot of the money's sitting in Bitcoin. You got BNB sitting at $500 right now. Whew, boy, this thing's in danger of dropping under 500. What a turn of events, right? What a turn of events. Look at Solana, 128. 128, just absolutely tanking right now. But I love this, right? Because I own Solana. I own a good portion of it. I own a good amount of Solana. And I am going to be buying this dip, right? I'm buying the Solana dip right here because Solana will probably, in my opinion, be one of the first movers as this market starts to turn around, just because of the meme coins that they're putting out over there and the volume they're putting out over there. Yeah, Junior, you've been blue for like a couple weeks now. You've been blue for a couple weeks. XRP sitting at 55 cents, guys. You know, I think XRP is actually holding up pretty well in this market. You know, I would have expected with Bitcoin being where it is and Ethereum being where it is that XRP would probably be below 55 cents right now. And it's actually holding up pretty well. And it could be a little bit about this right here. Ripple USD stablecoin to be issued in weeks, not months. They're getting ready to, Garlinghouse says, so they're getting ready to roll this out, right? So they're getting ready to roll this stablecoin out over here at Ripple. But here's the thing. I'm glad they're rolling it out. I'm glad it's closer than what we think because we got to see how this thing's going to play into their ecosystem, right? Because you never know what's going to happen when you start rolling stuff out until it's rolled out, right? So we got to see how this thing's gonna play itself out. We got to see how this thing's gonna, you know, affect the ecosystem. Some people say it's going to affect it positively, and some people say it's going to affect it negatively. I'm not going to say it's going to affect it positively or negatively. I just want to see how it's going to be integrated into the system, into the blockchain, into what they're trying to do, and we'll see, right? The key is when they do launch this, we got to pay attention to what happens to this price right here, right? Because if when they launch this, XRP starts to have a negative price impact because of that, then we got to start asking ourselves some questions, right? or maybe they launch it and XRP starts to have a positive, price impact because they launched it. So, a lot of people are making speculations about what it's going to do to the price, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I think we just gotta play it out and see. Oh, there's a lot of pain, brother. There's a lot of pain. People are feeling it, man. But you feel it when you don't take your profits, right? You feel it when you don't take your profits. You feel it when, you're sitting on bags. But I'm telling you guys right now, like, this is right here. When you see this fear, and you have conviction, and you believe in you believe in crypto in general, this is when you want to start buying. This is when this is not when you go curl up in a hole, right? This is when you actually start to ramp up what you got going on in your conviction plays. And you got to like, what I do in these times is I take 4 or 5 cryptos that I really want to load up on, and that's what I buy. Right? That's what I buy during these times. And I don't really mess with too much of anything else. Yeah, I might play around with some meme coins here and there, but the real money's going into these top cryptos, and I'm picking, a certain number of them, and that's where I'm putting my money. Like, I can tell you guys right now, Tron is one of these ones that I'm putting my money into because of the sun pump, right? And you look at it at 14 cents. We were talking about it at 13 cents, where I was buying at 13 cents. So I'm not going to go in and dump a whole bunch of money into Tron at 14.9, right? But I think because the market's pulling back so far that we will get back. There's a good chance that we're going to get back to this 13-cent level where I'll start accumulating Tron again. But make no doubt, if Sun Pump performs well in this market that we're getting ready to get into, you look at Pump.Fun over here on Solana. Pump.Fun is 70 to 80% of Solana's complete volume, which drives this price right here, that volume, right, on Pump.Fun. So if Sun Pump is successful, it's going to drive this TRX price. And Justin Sun has set, $7-8 million aside to get this thing moving. So it's top on his agenda. So if that thing drops down to 13 cents, where I originally started to buy in and we started to talk about it here on the stream, I'm going to go in a little bit heavier than what I did the first time. And if it goes to 12 cents, I'm going to go in a little bit heavier. And just because I think Sun Pump's gonna go, I think it's gonna be a player. It doesn't have to be the biggest player. It just needs to be big enough to move this price. And we've seen that it already is, because it's got up to 17 cents. So we've seen that Sun Pump can drive that price. What's going on, Mo? What's going on, brother? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tonecoin's another one. Tonecoin's under a lot of pressure right now because of Telegram. And you look at it here, sitting here at $4.58. So Tonecoin's been a casualty twice this month, I should say. Tonecoin's been a casualty of this market, and it's also been a casualty of Telegram. Right. So this is taking a big step backwards, sitting here at $4.58. So if you believe in that Tonecoin blockchain, which I think that they do have a lot of innovation going on over there, you may watch this price come down. You see it, right? You see this thing. It's dropping like a rock, and we keep it 100 here, guys. We keep it 100, man. It's dropping like a rock. It looks like crap. It looks worse than the rest of the market. It's if you believe in Tonecoin, that it's going to come back with the volume, then you may want to look for the bottom of that. Cardano's got a lot going on over there. We don't talk about Cardano enough. I do have a small bag of Cardano. Depending on what this market does, we're gonna probably look to add to that position at some point. Cardano's actually getting ready to roll some stuff out here that I think is going to be it's going to be big. And I keep saying that when Cardano actually releases its full blockchain, people are going to be surprised. Doing it $10 a day. With the prices, yeah. That's not a bad strategy. Summers. It's really not. If you got to buy, right, in these times is when you buy. You got to buy. Whether that's $10 a day, whether that's $100 a day, whether that's the $1,000 a day, whatever it is that you feel comfortable investing in, you put into the market. But you got to be willing to lose it. You got to be willing to hang on to it, right? You got to be willing to hang on to it for the long haul, because this market has moved to fear. And a lot of people run away from these markets when they're in fear. And it's the exact opposite. This is when you should be running to the market, not away from the market. Oh, Elbow, you crazy, man. But AVAX is another one, guys. You guys know, like, we talked about AVAX, and I said $19. It got down to $19 at one point, and we were buying it up. And I think it could be on its way low 20s, maybe 19s again, and we'll be scooping some more up, man. AVAX is gonna be a runner here. So you got to know where it's at. Chainlink is kind of like XRP. It's holding up a little bit better in this market than a lot of these other top cryptos, but it's still obviously taking a pullback. Sitting here at $10.11, it's still taking a pullback, right? But we know where that's going, right? So, am I buying at $10.11? I have a bag. You guys know I have a couple of different bags, a couple of different price levels. I can tell you guys, at anything close to that $10 high $9 range, I will be adding some more Chainlink to short-term bag, and I'll do it sporadically, right, depending on where that price goes. But you look at it and you say, if I add Chainlink at $9 or $10, it's only got to get to $20, and that's a double up for me. And there's nothing wrong with a double. Everybody keeps holding out for this 10, 20, 100x. There's nothing wrong with having short bags of crypto for a double up. There's nothing wrong with that. Take your profits, especially out of a market like this. Take your fucking profits. If you're in profits, take your profits, because this market is so up and down. Polkadot's another one, sitting here at 403. Looks like it could fall out of the $4 range. I think it's an undervalued crypto in this market. I definitely I'm going to see where this thing goes. I own a lot of Polkadot already, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be DCAing into that one or not, but we'll see where it goes. The price changes your mind. But look at Kaspa sitting here at 14 cents. This thing was 16 cents last time we streamed. Market took a crap. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I bought Kaspa this morning. I'll probably buy Kaspa this afternoon, and I'll probably buy some more tonight if the price continues to go down. I'm a big Kaspa fan. I think this thing is absolutely ready to rock and roll and move. So right now, the ones that I'm really concentrating on accumulating during this downturn right now is really, so far, Tron and Kaspa, right? And I'm not going to add any more Tron until it gets to that 13-cent level. But I have money sitting on the sidelines, and I'm ready to put it into Tron at 13 cents. It's sitting at 14 cents right now. We'll see. I think it's going to come down. Polygon, holy shit, this thing is absolutely just taking a crapper. But they finally, after 6-7 months of announcing that they were moving to their new token, they're finally gonna actually move to the Matic token after a long drawn out process. And it is what it is. And here's the problem with Matic. that's the problem with Matic right there. It's taken them way too long to pull off anything that they want to do, and their prices reflected this. This is what one of the ways when we're evaluating cryptocurrency projects, you got to evaluate the devs, you got to evaluate the tech and how fast they can put it out, and can they keep up with times, right? Can they keep up with the times? And Polygon has failed at that. They really have failed. Unfortunately for them, they failed because Polygon was a nice layer too. It really was, and the devs just couldn't keep that thing rolling. They couldn't keep up with the tech. They couldn't keep up with what was coming their way, and their price is going to suffer for that. And when you're evaluating projects, this is what you need to evaluate. Don't fall behind the 8 ball, and Polygon did. And unfortunately, same with Internet Computer, kind of fell behind the 8 ball too. You guys know I own Internet Computer, sitting at $7.20. They're another one that fell behind the 8 ball. They didn't keep up with the emerging technologies. They didn't keep up with what's going on. It takes them too long to roll out any upgrades. It takes them too long to get on board with what's going on. And until they catch up, this price right here is going to reflect their lack of development. It's just how this thing works, man. It's just how this thing works. Because what you don't develop, there will be somebody right behind you that will pass you. They will pass you. Technology is ever evolving, and you will get passed. You guys know how I feel about Sui. I think Sui's biggest value right now is really, I think, in the next bull run. I think they'll have a pump this bull run, but I think their biggest value is the next bull run. And I think that's when you'll see Sui really, really explode. I like Sui, but I just don't like it for this bull run. So any Sui that I buy, Selmo, I seen that, man. I was watching Quant. You know how we are on Quant. It's down to $60. But again, Quant's starting to scare me a little bit because you're not hearing much, right? You're not hearing much from the devs. You're not hearing much from the development team. People are making a lot of speculation about what Quant's going to do. People are trying to tie these things together, but you're not hearing a lot from that development team, which is a little bit scary because we went through this with Matic. You guys know I dumped all my Matic. Matic got real quiet. You know what I'm saying? They got real quiet, and then all of a sudden, they just got passed. They legitimately just got passed, and so it scares me a little bit. Big Watch dude, what's up? And Selma, I hold a lot of Quant, so I'm watching that real close. I don't know about that one, man. I've never looked into that project. Big Watch dude is in the building. What is up, my brother? Big. So, but yeah. So, I mean, just going down through here, like you basically can pick your project, right? They're all down. You can pick your project. You can DCA in. You can, buy. But this is when it's time, right? This is when you really want to start DCAing in, and this is when you want to start opening new positions too, because everybody else is running away. And one thing I learned about crypto is when everybody's running away is when you should be running towards it, because by the time you try to catch it, you're just way too late. You're just way too late, you know. So uh really, Ken? 2025 of March, man, that's about 3 or 4 years away, brother. I mean, late. That's about three. That's about 3 years late. I'll look at it. I'll look at it. I'll look at it. Ken, man, that's you know that's never coming out, right? You know that wallet for MMAI is never coming out, right, Ken? And you know when if it does come out, it'll be so stripped down that it'll be nothing to like they promised you. It'll be nothing like they promised. I mean, it's no shock here. We come over here, we look at these bubbles. I mean, this is just an absolute bloodbath. This is just an absolute bloodbath. And then you have, Bitcoin ETF, bleeds $287 million, largest daily outflow in 4 months. That's what's driving this. That's what's driving this bloodbath right here. It's the uncertainty. It really is the uncertainty. Summers MMAI to the moon. Yo, I'll give Augie credit, man. Augie was probably one of the smoothest ruggers that I've seen in a while. Big Watch, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied on that, brother. Oh man, Big Watch, dude. But I'll give him credit, man. He was smooth, man. He was a smooth criminal. Yes, he was, Big Watch. He was a smooth criminal. Yo, they sold us some NFTs like they were going somewhere, baby. But that Bitcoin, the Bitcoin outflows are really what's driving this market. The external events that are going on around the world is driving this market as too. I mean, when we start talking about wars ramping up, when we start talking about peace that needs to be made, when we start talking about people invading other countries, things like that, it's gonna drive the markets down. We've been hit by a smooth criminal. Yes, we have, brother. Yo, Junior, go clock in, baby. Hit that hump day, baby. Let's go. Augie, we try. yo, I'm gonna tell you though, I give Seiko credit. I give him all the credit in the world, man. He called it a long time ago. Seiko and Timsky actually called it a long time ago. They called it when it first came out. Seiko and Timsky called it a rug a long time ago. And when it first launched, and we all thought, oh no, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. No, they were right. We've been hit by a smooth criminal, baby. But yo, this thing's bleeding red. And I'm not even going to try to throw any flowers on it. I mean, the hourly, if you look at it, it looks to be coming in green. The market looks to be turning a little bit, but when you look at it, really turning from what? 1%, 0.8%, 1%, 0.8%. What's it really turning from, right? It's turning from some very bad lows into maybe a little bit of green, but we're nowhere near where we were on this pullback. And I keep trying to, we talk about this all the time, and I tell you guys, yeah, the market can be green, but what's it green from, right? How far are we, right? And when you look at it, you look at 56,600. Is that really green? Is that really green from where we were? No. We're just recovering. We're just recovering. That's all we're doing. And you may not even get to a full recovery. You know, it may take weeks for us to get to a full recovery because it's not like Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these top tokens are just going to shoot straight up. You know, it's going to take a while. They're going to have to build new floors. They're going to have to build new support levels. They're going to have to come in. People that are buying right now at 56.6, they're going to be taking profits. You know, you look at Ethereum and it's 2,300. You know, people are going to be taking, you know, investing a lot of money, taking and taking profits. So it's going to have to build its new support levels. It's going to have to build a new uptrend, and could take weeks. We could be here for weeks. It's Summers. I don't think he ran anywhere. I literally think that Augie and them guys are literally sitting there, basically just throwing it in everybody's face. They didn't go anywhere. I would say I don't think you're too far off with that. I think we're looking at a late year pump in Bitcoin. I think you get your rate cuts. I think you get a series of rate cuts here in the United States. But September, October has been notoriously a good month for crypto. If you look back at the history, September, October have been, you know, pretty good months. And then you get a sell-off, you know, for the holidays and things like that, you know, right around the end of November, beginning of December. And then you usually get a nice pump to start the year, right? That's notoriously how crypto has gone, right? So what we got to do is we got to see if that continues to play itself out this year, because there's a lot of factors that are involved in crypto right now that weren't involved in crypto previously, and they're ETFs. And we'll see. You see what the outflow of the Bitcoin ETFs have done to this market, right? They have really tanked this market. Me personally, I think it's going to pull back a little bit more, but I think it's going to be a slow grind. I think it's going to be a slow pullback is what you're going to see. I don't think you're going to see massive drop in the market. I just think you're going to see slow pullback. I mean, you pull up Bitcoin here, right? And, you know, we'll pull up Bitcoin and, you know, even if you go to the month, right? What you've seen is, yeah, you've seen Bitcoin go on a run over this month, right? You've seen it go on a little bit of a run, but the retracement here, a little bit of a run, but the retracement here. So what's happening now when you get over here is it's setting higher lows and lower lows, right? So, you know, you look at this run right here was a little bit of a push up, but look at the low. And then it came out of that. So they're higher lows. They're higher. They're how I want to say this, but I want to say it right. The highs are lower than the previous highs, and the lows are lower than the previous lows. So you may get a pump up in Bitcoin where everybody's on stream talking about, yo, Bitcoin hit 58K. But what they don't tell you is a month ago it was at 60K. So you gotta see that, you know. So you'll see this thing pump up to 58K. If this thing pumped up to 58K today, you would see a ton of people talking about Bitcoin's on a run. But when you pull it back and you just look at 2 weeks ago when it was at 63,000, is it really on a run? Is it really on a run? Because that's a higher low. And then when it drops down to 56 or 55, that's a lower low, right? So you got to pull this chart back. You got to look at this stuff. And this, you know, making videos are great, man, but a lot of times people fill your head with a bunch of bullshit. Like when you look at this, just look at this chart, right? It's consistently, Bitcoin has been on a consistent downturn for a month. It's been consistently going down. You know, you go look at what people are telling you. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to feed your head with a bunch of crap. But you got to look at that. Like, and that's why I always say, recovering from what? What are you recovering from? You know, um, so always ask yourself that question and pull the chart back. Chart doesn't lie. The chart does not lie. It is what it is. We're just not in a good spot when it comes to crypto, but we're in a great spot for buying. Maybe, brother, maybe. So yeah, you got to look at it for what it is, right? I mean, even you pull up any of these charts, you'll see the same thing. You'll see the same thing. Pull up the XRP chart, look at it over a month. Look at that over a month, right? Look at where you were at here, right? Here. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. It's strictly down, right? Pull up the next chart. Pull up the BNB chart. Same thing. We'll look at it on a month again, right? And this is what I've been trying to tell you guys for a while now. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Straight down. It had a nice pump up here, right? It pumped up here, but if you draw that line straight across, it is exactly at that peak high right there, and then boom, it even crashed even harder, right? This one crashed here, this one crashed all the way down here, crashed even harder, right? So understand that. So yeah, I think the market will pull back a little bit more just because of that. And until Bitcoin can start to set higher highs and higher lows, we're going to be in the same song and dance that we're in right now. If Bitcoin runs up to 58K today, you shouldn't be excited. You really shouldn't, because you're just digging yourself back out of the hole that was created. That's all. But until it consistently sets higher highs and higher lows, we're going to be in the same situation. So that's what you got to look for. That's how you really know where you're going. Yo, Selmo, I would listen to Pelosi, man. I want to just copy trade her, man. I just want to copy trade her. That's it. But we can come over here and look at some of this DeFi stuff real quick, and then we can talk about this and get out of here. But you're gonna see the same song and dance over here, right? It's no different, You look at one of the ones that we looked at, a couple weeks ago, On-Chain Vision really dropped off, started to make a comeback. But obviously there's going to be a sell-off today. Look at this candle right here on the daily. Look at this thing. They ate it up. They ate that up, man. They ate that up. And this is smart. Projects are going to hate to hear me say this, but this is smart. In a market like this, you have to take your profits. And that's what people are doing right here. They're eating this green candle up. They're taking their profits. You have to. Don't leave your money sitting on the table. You look at Daddy Token right here sitting at 32 cents. This thing has had a major pullback. Moby was one of the other ones that we're looking at $1 million, at just over under $1 million, right? We look at it right now. It's sitting almost roughly right at $1 million. I mean, when you look at this one, I mean, it's getting ready to drop under $1 million. The other one that we were praising that was on a run was Neroni, right? Neroni sitting right now at a $1.2 million market cap, sitting at 15 cents right now. Ken, you know how we feel about Neroni, right? We know, you know, that we're buying the shit out of Neroni. We were praising it on the way up, but this thing's sitting at 15 cents. It's doing a little bit better than some of the other cryptos, but don't be surprised to see Neroni at 12 cents if this market continues to go down. You know, it is what it is. You know, one of the other ones that we were looking at is What the Fox, right? WTF, you know, 17.6K right now. It's actually holding up a lot better than some of the other meme coins. But why is it holding up better, right? And this is where sometimes not having any volume is a good thing. This is why sometimes not having a lot of volume is good. You know, their volume was next to nothing in the past 24 hours. So their drop here is strictly based off the ETH drop, you know. So, you know, Moon Boy. I mean, we were on here last week praising Moon Boy, and look at this run that Moon Boy went on, right? Great run. But now you have people taking profits. It's sitting at, you know, 60K. I'm not mad at them. Take your profits. You guys are talking about Pelosi. Take your profits, man. And that's what you see people doing. We look at Pepe, 7-1, you know, 5071. I didn't think I'd see Pepe down here at 5071. I thought it would hold the line at 5077. It didn't hold the line at 5077. The market couldn't allow it to hold the line at 5077. Pepe's probably coming down to 506, in the 506s. You know, it's not a bad thing. Like, I'm looking at these are all opportunities to me. You think Pepe's going somewhere? You think all of a sudden it's folding its tent and going home? Oh, hell no. It's not folding its tent and going home. So take advantage of the opportunities. You got Bonk sitting over here at 1.6, right? Look at that dip that it's been on. Look at this dip since way up here. This is when the market first crashed, right? This crash right here is what we're still trying to recover from. You know, this is still when everything went bad, when it all went bad, right here. And we're still trying to recover from that, right? You look at Bonk. You think Bonk's going to fold this 10 up and go home, and that there's going to be no volume coming back into Bonk when this market turns around? Come on, man. This is why you put your money in these tokens like this, in these meme tokens, because you know they're not folding their tent. You know that they're not going home. You know that there's going to be volume coming back through these tokens. Bonk, Pepe, Brett, you know, all these big ones. This is why you do this and buy now, because, you know, everybody else is running. Let them run. You know, Jasmy's another one. Let them run. Daddy, yeah. Yeah, Daddy's almost down to launch price. You know, I mean, so everybody that was in profit is almost getting ready. If you bought at launch, you're getting ready to be broke even. So think about that one for a minute. You know, you look at Jasmine, 1.7, penny 7. Who would have thought that we would have seen this thing at a penny 7 2-3 months ago? Never would have thought. Never would have thought that, right? I'm highly invested in Jasmine. But none of this scares me. I'm not worried about any of this right now when it comes to Jasmine. Jasmine not folding their tent. They're not going home. They're not going to stop working. They're not going to stop putting stuff out. They're not going to stop, you know, building out the monetization of data, you know, so that you can monetize your own data. They're not going to stop doing any of this. The Japan's all of a sudden not going to look at Jasmine and go, oh yeah, we're not going to support you anymore. All of this stuff is still at play. All of this stuff will still come around and resurface. The difference is, did you miss the opportunity to buy it at 1.7 and now you're buying it at 2.5? Or if this thing continues to pull back, I think that Jasmy has a possibility of going back to 1.5. There's a possible. I put a video out 2 days ago, or maybe yesterday. I can't even remember. All my days run together. My last Jasmy video within the past couple of days. I said that if it can't hold the 1.9 level, it's probably going to 1.5. Does that scare you? Doesn't scare me. I'm gonna buy at 1.5. And if it goes to 1.4, I'm going to increase my buys. If it goes to 1.3, I'll increase it some more. It's just the way that this game is played. It's the way that this game is played. It just, this is how people are making their money. Crash we talked about Crash for a while. Crash has held the line. When it look at this chart, just look at this chart. Launch, sell off, rebound, market crash, straight sideways. 3.3 million, 24-hour volume. What is that? 24-hour volume is 65.33K. So they're putting good volume through the blockchain, right? Like this isn't somebody that's putting 2K through the blockchain and they're holding the line. They're putting 65K through this blockchain and they're holding the line in a market where everybody else is absolutely taking a crap, right? They're absolutely taking a crap. They're holding the line right here. They've been trading in this channel right here forever. And they're putting volume through the blockchain. These are the projects you want to look at. These are the projects. And Crash doesn't pay me. I talk about Crash. They don't pay me. They should, but they don't. They don't pay me to talk about them. But that's a project right there that absolutely is holding the line. And I got money parked in there, and I don't worry about it because it's holding up well. Look at Brett at 6.9, right? At 6 cents, 6.9. Under 7 cents. This was $1 billion project a couple months ago. $1 billion. So think about this for just 1 second. I want you to think about this. Think about where my mindset is when it comes to these projects. And Brett's a prime example. This thing was over $1 billion, $1.5 billion, right? A couple months ago. You look at it at right now, 685 million right now, right? Somewhere in there, split hairs, call it what you want. If Brett drops down to 600K even, or it's almost there now, let's call it what it is, and you just ride up to where it was a couple months ago, that's a double. You just doubled your money. You damn near doubled your money. And if you believe Brett can get back to $1 billion, right? Do you believe Brett can get back to $1 billion plus? Do you believe that? I don't know. That's up to you. I believe that Brett's going to be back up to $1 billion. That's my belief. There's nobody over there on the base chain that's doing the volume when it comes to meme coins that Brett's doing, right? Why would that change? Why would that change when the market turns around? What's going to change that, right? And these are the questions that you got to ask yourself: is what's going to change that? Why would that change? The same with Pepe. There's no other meme coin on the Ethereum blockchain that's doing the volume that Pepe's doing. So when the market turns around, why would that change? What changes with that? Same thing with Bonk, right? Same thing with Bonk. And then you got Sundog over there on Tron. Sundog's the first mover, right? Right here it is. Sundog over there on Tron. You can buy it on a shit ton of exchanges now. Came off the Sun Pump Launchpad. Look at this thing. Look at this thing, right? First mover, first real dog coin to come off the Tron blockchain, right? Holding its own over here, right? Holding its own, doing about $8.3 million in 24-hour trading volume, just on the DEX, not on the exchanges. Like we're just talking about on the decentralized side here, because this is DEX tools, right? first mover off a sun pump, most volume of any dog token off a sun pump. Why would this not move when the market turns around? Who over there on Tron is going to take the place of Sundog? Nobody. There's no project over there right now. There's project we made. There's a lot of money to be made off of Sun Pump, but there's nobody at the level that Sundog is. Nobody that's come off that launch pad that's at this level. So why would this pull back? Why would anybody pass this when the market turns around? They're not gonna. And plus it's a first mover. It's a first mover. First movers always move well. Bonk always move well. First mover on Solana. Brett, first mover on Base. They always hold up well. Timmy, 194K. This thing just took a shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I do think that Timmy will turn itself around. Again, Timmy doesn't pay me. Disclaimer here, guys, because I know some of you guys think, oh, I talk about these tokens because they're paying me. No, Timmy's not paying me. And it's actually taking a shit, right? Look at this thing. But I do believe that this thing can get back up to 1 million, right? Sitting at 195K. It's going to pull back even more today. You know, it's just the way it is. It's going to pull back even more, right? So if this thing gets to, 150K, and then it gets up to 1.5 million, isn't that a 10x? Is my math wrong? Isn't that a 10x from where, if it gets down to 100 to 100.5K, it goes back up to 1.5 mil? Isn't that a 10x? It's already been up here. It's already hung out all the way up here. It's already hung out way over 1 million. Believe that's 10x. Believe my math is right. Just saying, these opportunities are here. These Miggles is another one. Love Miggles over there on Base. This guy's just had an AMA with the Ape.store team. Doing major things over here at Miggles. Got NFTs coming out, doing some great partnerships. Got, with Coinbase, Coinbase is helping, really promote these guys, put them out there, putting NFTs out there. Miggles is here. Yeah. So Miggles is going to do well, right? Well, where is Miggles at right now in this downturn? Let's take a look. 17.4 million. 17.4 million. You look at it, Miggles was way higher than that. I got the support of one of the biggest exchanges on the market, right? Had a nice AMA with Ape.store team. Released, some stuff that they're working on, some NFTs, stuff like that. Devs were on there. Got some stuff coming up. So again, here you go. Dev team's working through this downturn. Dev team's doing stuff. They're out here promoting themselves. This thing's gonna run again. And in my opinion, this thing's gonna run again. You're either gonna be in it or you're gonna be out of it. You're either gonna be in it or you're gonna be out of it. It's just that simple. But you got to take advantage. You can't be scared. I guess that's what I'm trying to say today is don't be scared. Don't be scared of this market. Don't let these guys push you out of this market. Don't be one of these people that, wait for these big green candles to come in and then all of a sudden say, well, I think I'm going to invest my money now. And you've missed all of this opportunity, right? You've missed all of this opportunity right here. If you believe in a project. Now, just don't go dumping money into shit coins or projects that you don't believe in or stuff like that. because you will get wrecked in this market doing that. But you look at Jasmine sitting at 1.7, right? We talked about this. Let's do the math on this, right? 1.7. That means that if you bought today and this thing got to 17 cents, that's a 10x on your money. Think about that. Now, everybody has these wild projections of Jasmine and where it's going. It's $3, it's $17, it's 50 cents, it's $1, it's this, it's that. But if you bought today, just today, and you put $1,000 in it, you know, today, and if it goes down to 1,500 or you know, whatever, however much money you put in, right, however much you can afford, you just bought today, and you held to 17 cents, which is very feasible in the very near future, right? You just 10x your money. You gotta do the math, right? Don't be scared. Do the math, right? And if it drops to 15 cents and you buy at 15 cents, I mean at 1.5 cents, when it gets to 15 cents, you 10x your money. So, you know, think about it from that perspective, right? So, and don't be scared of this. Everybody else is in fear. They're running away. They're running away. Don't run away. If you believe in it, don't run away. 1.99 trillion right now. Under $2 trillion market cap. I never thought I'd say that again. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I never thought I'd say. I seen that today. I woke up this morning. I seen that today. I was so disappointed. It just disappointed the shit out of me this morning. But then you got to look at the opportunities. Bitcoin's not doing any better right now than when we started. 56.5. Actually, it's doing worse. So call it what you want, guys. But here's where we are, right? Here's where we are today. And we're not going to hide it. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to make everybody try to feel good about the market. The market's shit. It's terrible today. But with that is also opportunity. And that's the message for today. Is take advantage of the opportunities that are put in front of your face. Right? And this market has given you another opportunity. It has given you an opportunity to accumulate crypto. It's given you an opportunity to increase the bags that you have at a price that you probably never thought that you would get. Right? Again, some of these prices we thought we'd never see again. It's giving you another opportunity. We know that the bull run's going to come at some point. At some point, it's going to come. People make these predictions. Let them make them. Go with them. Don't go with them. Doesn't matter. But we know that the market's going to roll. At some point, we're going to get out of this hole, and this market's going to take off. The people that are buying crypto when crypto's in fear and everybody else is running away will be the people who make the most money during the bull run. Historically, that's how it's worked out. Historically, them are the people that made tremendous gains, right? Because they weren't scared when everybody else was. Now, that's not to say that if you sit on the sidelines right now and you come in a little bit later, that you won't make a fortune. You very well may. But you're definitely not going to make more than people that are buying when the market's in fear. That's not a DG opinion. That's math. That's simple math. If I buy Solana at 120 and you buy Solana at 150, I'm going to make more money than you. It's math. It's how it works. It's not rocket science, right? So take advantage of what's here. Take advantage of what's in front of your face. Don't be scared. Narrow your portfolios down. Don't try to buy everything that you own. Narrow it down to what you can afford, whether that's just investing in one crypto right now in this downturn, investing in 2, investing in 3, or whatever it is. But don't spread your money out so thin during this pullback that you can't get a good chunk of what you want. Narrow it down, figure out what you want to do, and then just go do it. And then just go do it. Watch the market. If it goes down even further, always have that dry powder on the side. Invest a little bit more. If it goes down even further than that, invest a little bit more and invest a little bit more as the market goes down. And have the levels that you want to invest in. What levels? I can tell you right now. Well, we talk about Jasmine for a lot here. So I can just tell you my strategy. I bought at 1.9. I'll buy today at 1.7. I'll buy at 1.5. And every time that I buy, I increase the amount that I buy on the downturn. So if I put X, let's just use round numbers. If I put 100 in at 9, I'll put 200 in at 1.7. I'll put 300 in at 1.5. Let's just say, right? Let's just say that that's my strategy. But you can see as the market goes down, I continue to increase what I'm buying. Why? Because I'm getting I'm getting a bigger bang for my buck at them particular prices. So it makes sense for me to invest a little bit more at them prices because I'm getting a bigger bang for my buck than I would have got at 1.9. I'm getting a better deal at 1.5. So understand that. And understand that this is where millionaires are made. They're not made in these extremely high markets. They're made right now, but you can't make millions if you're invested in everything. So narrow your portfolio. So with that, guys, we're out of here for the morning. We'll be back at you guys on Friday. We'll look at this market again. We'll get into it. We'll do our thing. We'll make sure that we're staying on top of everything. But be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Narrow that portfolio. Narrow your window, and make good, solid investments. And believe in what you're investing in. And we'll get back at you guys on Friday. And appreciate every single one of you guys. And rest in peace to my man Jeremy. Talked a lot offline, brother. Another one of our YouTubers that have passed. And much respect, man. And we're all family here. Sometimes we go at each other, but we're all family. Rest in peace, my brother. We're all, this whole YouTube, X space, and everybody else, we're all thinking about you. And much respect to you and your family, man. I hope everything's well. We're losing way too many YouTubers, way too fast, way too young, to Space Chick and Jeremy in a short period of time. And much respect, guys. And with that, we're gonna sign out. We're out of here. Bye.